Hey, what's up guys and gals, Nineg here. Now recently I made a video on the actual fire trucks and equipment from Emergency. It's in a separate video. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link in the top of this description. But where am I at today? I am at the same museum, but I have more footage, and a lot of you said you want to see more footage. So here we are. This is the museum right in front of me. We're going to go in just a little bit. But this is more footage of fire equipment, fire trucks, essentially, that were pre-1965. So I hope you enjoy this. Because obviously, I love to cover the classic TV shows. But I also love to show you parts of the city. And, you know, just explore, learn what's here, learn what's new. And I got the light. I may be able to catch it. I'm running across. And I made it. But look at this. Look, downtown Bellflower. See that? That's cool. Western Union Railway Express Agency. So I think the train used to come from here. Let me see. Yeah, so obviously the train used to come in from that direction into this direction. The tracks would have been here. You can kind of see them actually. Look. There's probably a plaque that's gone from here. But look, you can see the tracks. Look, I found them. And you can see them. Look, they continue all the way down. You can see the double tracks. But this was a station, and that's so cool. Basically, if you go into that area, not that nice, but if you go into this area, it's just beautiful. It's like a little small town. Very, very nice. Very. Oh, look at this. Look at this building. I love it. Look at that thing. It's a water pump or something. So let's get to it. I'm excited to see some fire stuff, some fire engine stuff. Look at this. So admission $5, under 12 is free. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
For one, please.
So it's $5.
Okay, sure. Here, I'll give a little bit. I'll give it an extra 5. How about that?
Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate the donation.
Sure, no problem.
So we do have docents who can show
perfect.
you around, give you a tour. You're free to wander on your own if you wish to do that.
Okay.
There's a guest book right inside the door if you'd like to sign in. That'd be great.
Perfect. Thank
Enjoy
you.
your visit.
Thank you. I just
Thank
like to
you.
film some of the cool things you have.
Oh, perfect, of course.
Look at this. Thank you. This is really cool. Look at this. Look at this mini truck here. Wow.
This is our old steam engine, 1903.
Wow.
This was in a lot of movies, Gone with the Wind and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Can I show you how it works?
Yeah, please.
Basically, you know, we want to pump water for a fire.
Okay.
Right? There's your water pump. That little thing is your water pump.
Right
To
there.
get the water pump working, we use steam.
Steam.
You get this big tank here, you fill it up with water,
Wow.
you bring it to a boil to 212 degrees. It's going to create steam, which is energy. Steam comes out of those pipes,
Right.
pushes into this chamber, and really forces pressure and energy going down this shaft,
Right.
this rod, which is into your positive displacement water pump, like a two-stroke pump.
Okay.
Want to wring water out.
Very cool.
Besides the water used to move the equipment, you need a separate source of water to go into your water pump and to the fire.
I see.
Okay, so that's how a steam engine works.
Okay.
These steam engines were used to move freight trains across the nation and ships across the ocean. And obviously they did the same thing. They created energy and pressure and, you know, out of steam. But they would be geared to mechanically connected to move the wheels of the train.
I see.
This one, once again, it moves the water.
Okay, that's just
So
the
that's
water.
basically it right there. That's how that works.
It's so beautiful.
It is gorgeous. You know?
Yeah, just so clean and
Oh yeah, 1903,
colors.
They did the paint job and everything. This was in a lot of movies.
Gone with the Wind, you said.
Yeah, Gone with the
But I like to see
But
everything.
here's where you sit.
Okay.
It takes at least 2 to 3 horses, like this picture here.
Oh, wow.
It's 3. Every picture I see is 3 horses.
Yeah.
This is a lot of equipment.
A lot
it's
of
heavy,
weight,
right? A lot of
yeah.
weight. So if you're sitting up there, and these are your brakes, and if you follow the linkage, you can see all the way to the rear wheel. See all the brakes.
Oh,
connect
wow,
to the
look.
rear.
So he's pulling that. That's really cool. Oh wow, it stops right here.
That's the brake.
Wow.
A lot of weight and 3 horses. And
Jeez.
you're pushing hard, but you pray.
And this is metal, right? This.
This is metal. Like in those days, blacksmith, they also made shoe horses.
Right, right.
Metal, and these were wood, but a lot of it's mostly metal.
Metal, right? To take all the pressures and the weight. Yeah.
This was 1903, like I told you. Now, see the design, how it's a nice A shape there, an A-frame instead of just a straight line. The main reason for that is so when you're making a turn,
Very cool. So it doesn't bump.
Yeah, it goes inside there.
Yeah.
Make it tight to turn.
Wow.
But I'd
So
be
smart.
afraid to flip it over. A friend of mine drove one of these for a television program.
Yeah.
He said, dude, it's scary.
I bet a lot of weight up here.
Now, the water too.
Yeah, the water is swishing around.
What you do is you boil the water. There's a crate missing in there.
Oh, I
But
see.
you put wood or coal or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a crate, the crate's missing, but that's what you do to get the water to come up to a boil.
So was this actually used in Sacramento or? Yeah.
It was-
Okay.
this was
Yeah.
Allen County never owned a steam engine.
Oh wow.
This is from
Okay.
Sacramento.
Right. Brought down.
That one's from San Francisco.
Look at this thing. Holy moly.
That's not a fire pump. It doesn't pump water.
Right.
You need a pumper like this to pump water into there to
see.
squirt the water, to move it. You see the picture up on the wall with the guy on the top of the ladder?
Oh,
squirting
yeah.
water? That's what this does.
Wow.
And that goes up 75 feet height, and call it a water tower. That's what they call it, a water tower.
And are these designs afterwards, or were they actually like this
They're
back
designed
then?
afterwards.
Oh, okay.
In fact, this guy who owned that one and that one over there, paint job alone is like $100,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I believe it because this is all like
If you Google
hand drawn.
If you Google this,
Yeah.
you'll see an old beat up wood this color.
Yeah.
Everything's wood. You Google water tower
Yeah.
2, Gorder, the names on the other side of this plaque. You Google that, you'll see it in the 1950s being pulled by a horse.
Right.
You know, initially it was pulled by a horse, but then they reconverted it, and a truck pulled a vehicle.
I see.
See, so
Okay.
this was still designed for the horse.
This is a horse, and then
this-
truck pulls it.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was converted over.
Yeah.
The internal combustion gasoline engine was invented right around the year 1900.
Okay.
Right around there. Before that,
So kind of new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it went from horse-drawn to vehicle-drawn.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Very cool. And I see this you twist around, right, and then it starts to.
The water hydraulics makes things move.
Oh wow.
That just gives you a little bit of this.
Oh, I didn't know that. So the water goes in, and that's what gives you the.
Yeah, you open a valve and they lift it up
wow.
for you. It's the hydraulics
so cool.
making the parts move.
Right.
But also the gears do have some play in it.
So-
And I don't know the exact details. See all the gears.
I mean, you have to know everything because, like this here, there's so many levers and pulleys.
I know
and
this
knobs.
This one is to the main one. See how it's not hooked up yet?
Right.
Once you line it up, you connect it, you tighten it up.
Here.
Right. And
Yeah.
then you open that main one, and now you can water's going that
Oh,
way.
wow.
The
That's
same
really cool.
water that you're using to move the parts is the same water that you're going to fight fire.
There fight fires. Wow.
Different than that one. That one you're using water to move the equipment, and you need a different source of water. to
Right.
fight fire.
Jeez.
These are stabilizer bars here. This one right here, we're missing the
Oh,
pad.
I see.
So you lift it up. And you
Oh,
bring
and
it
they come out here.
Yes, they come out there.
I've
and
seen
you
them.
Stabilizer them, one on each side.
So they still have those on trucks, the
Yes.
stabilizers. I've
Oh, yeah,
seen them. They
still
lift
use
them up.
They don't flip.
Right. They don't flip.
Yeah, those. That's engineering.
Right.
This also has a smooth edge here
Mm-hmm.
and a rough edge here.
Huh.
Because this is where you're going to step on a climb up there.
Oh wow.
So you don't
The
slip.
climb up
Same
there.
thing with that other
Yeah,
one
yeah.
over there.
Interesting. Wow.
So yeah. So
Everything is thought out. Nothing's here on accident.
affirmative.
Right.
Now let me tell you this: before the steam engine,
Mm-hmm.
before this, how did they pump water before the gasoline engine? Hand pumps.
Hand pumps,
Want
right?
to see our hand pump?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go over here. Oh, before I go there, let me tell you. What do you think this is? Besides a cool-looking hood ornament.
Well, it's in the radiator, right?
Affirmative.
yeah,
Radiator
but
cap. What else is it? What do you think it is?
like a thermometer.
Yeah,
measure?
affirmative.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Temperature rises.
Temperature rises.
And the back says, that's okay during the summer. If you read it
Oh,
real
wow.
carefully. And up there it says, hot, or pull it over during the, yeah, it
Wow.
says things like that. If the temperature rises, too
Right.
hot, your engine's hot, stop it.
Dang,
It's primitive, right?
I love it.
Come on.
Look at this fire hydrant.
This is also a steam engine, but just a different water pump.
Oh, wow.
That one has a positive displacement pump. This water pump is right in here. The water goes in here and spins that.
Okay.
This one does have water hose. Like
Okay.
the other one didn't. This has a screen, so you
So
don't
you
get
pull it
fish
out. Oh.
This goes in the lake or the river.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So
and
it
goes-
sucks it directly from the lake.
Affirmative, yes.
Wow.
And then it goes right into the water pump. Once again, the hot water opens the steam, creates a steam. The steam goes in here, pushes rotary gears,
Right.
pushes the shaft, pushes a rotary gear pump compared to a positive displacement pump.
see.
But it's the same concept.
There's ropes here. What are these for?
You know what? I believe that's for pulling it.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes you didn't have horses, people pulled it.
Oh, wow.
This might have been hand pulled.
I see.
Not horse drawn.
I've seen them in the old movies like Chaplin and so forth. They use horses, but sometimes they used to just pull them. Like 4 or 5, 6
This
guys.
one might be hand drawn,
Wow.
not because they don't have the gear for a horse.
Wow.
These are definitely hand pulled pumps over here.
Oh wow. For the hoses up here, right? Is that hoses? They
There is
would
no
carry
hose.
up. Oh no.
This is just a pump.
Just the pump.
That's the hose.
Oh, I see.
Let me show you how-
Wow.
You need them both. You need them
Oh
both.
my gosh.
You need them both. Check this out. Omega, where are we going?
This is nuts. I never thought this is how it was. And Luis is so helpful. Like, he's telling me all these details that I would have never known. Seeing this myself, I would have been like, oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, interesting. But he's teaching us so much. I mean, look at the axe here. Look at that. And a lot of you I know who are watching this are probably firefighters. So to you, this is like ancient history.
So check this out. So let me show you. So this is designed to be pulled by people, not
Okay.
by a horse. That's why they build it like this.
Right, so you can
Grab
hold
that,
on
you
here.
grab that, you grab. That's what the
Yeah,
ropes are for.
right.
See, that one has a rope for people could pull it also,
I see.
even though it's heavy.
Right.
But don't forget, cities were cheap in those days like they are today. They didn't want to buy a horse and
They don't
feed
want-
it and
yeah,
maintain it.
it's a
you know
lot of
what I
work.
mean? Yeah, it's like a car, right?
Yeah.
So here's how the hand pump works. There's that same hose line, the hard hose
Right,
line.
this one.
This one doesn't have a screen. It's missing
Okay.
a screen because you want that.
Okay.
To screw up your pump. Now this hose line goes into the lake or the river.
Okay.
And the water's going to
Goes
go
in here.
right?
Wow, all wood.
Yeah, it's all wood. This is the 1800s,
Yeah.
Early 1800s. This is your water pump, like the one I showed you on that steam engine. It's connected to this, connected to this, connected to this.
Right.
You get 10 guys on this side. and you
Oh
get 10
my
guys on that
gosh.
side, and you start pumping.
That must have been a visual sight. I mean, they were
yeah.
used to it, but for us, it's like,
No,
what?
Exactly. It was 20 guys.
Oh my
pumping it,
gosh.
right? And then you got
That's
water going
crazy.
into your pump. You put your water hose here to the fire.
Okay.
This is the water hose cart.
Wow.
See, this is not a pump. This does not pump.
So they were independently brought together. They needed both.
Separately,
Yeah, yeah.
independently brought
Right.
together. And this is just provides the hose. That's
That's
the pump.
amazing.
There's the water. That's the basic 3 things you
Right.
need to fight fire: water, water hose, and a water pump.
Right.
Oh, triple combination. Right. So this is the hose
Hand
cart.
pulled. And then what are these here? There's like,
People ask,
yeah.
I do not know.
You
the
know,
answer.
there's like
I'm
feather
looking it up.
dusters, but they
I'm
look
not
like
sure
they're
if it's
no.
decoration
Yeah,
or
I don't
grade,
know.
But I know what these are for.
Oh yeah. Get out of the way. Oh my
Even in those
gosh.
days we yell like that.
Yeah.
This is the original paint job.
Original. Wow.
Yeah, this is the early 1800s, mid 1800s.
It's nice to keep it like this so you can see.
Yeah,
How it really was.
we purchased this under a contract where we cannot ever store it outdoors.
Oh, wow.
And we don't even let the tires sit on the ground.
Wow.
You know,
Oh
preserve
wow.
it.
I didn't notice
You know what I
that.
mean?
The tires are not on the ground.
Yeah, just
to
to
preserve it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And obviously the paint job is original from way back. We believe it is.
So obviously other things are touching the
Different
ground,
company, different, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But not this one. This one has to be
it's just
taken
because
care
when
of.
we bought it, we signed a contract.
Right, right. No,
Yeah.
definitely.
But it's nothing wrong.
I love seeing the suspension there.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that.
That's cool. And how about this truck over here, back here? This one's obviously more modern. It's got what? 1, 2.
Well,
That's a big,
1927 or something like that. 19,
bigger engine.
yeah. Also
Piston
has
powered.
a thermometer.
Yeah.
We also used to keep bags here.
What are
Bags
the water bags?
yeah.
Oh, they're cool.
That's what they say.
gosh.
In those days, that was their theory. Say, you know what, help keep it cool. You refill the bag once in a while.
Maybe when it moved, right? The air would
Right,
hit
yeah,
it,
you
kind of
would think,
cool
you know,
everything.
It might have worked. I don't know. Somehow somebody thought it
Beautiful
up
truck.
and kept it. You know, same thing. Convert the engine to pump the transmission,
Mm-hmm.
not to rotate the wheels, but the transmission to rotate the pump.
The pump.
But I'll tell you some history on this.
Uh-huh.
See, fire engines in cities are only used for 20 years max.
Hmm.
You buy a fire engine in 1928, in 1948, you cannot use that fire engine front 9 anymore.
Oh wow.
Because that's not a law.
Uh-huh.
It's just a guideline because
Okay.
of the insurance services,
I see.
insurance rates.
Right.
So they say, okay, now 20 years later, you can't use it as a front line.
Mm-hmm.
So the city buys a new one, and this one goes into reserve status for 10 years.
I see.
Like backup.
Right.
The other one's having an oil change
still
or a flat
use it,
tire, you
right.
can use it, right?
Mhm.
10 more years, can't use it at all.
Can't use it.
Because once again, insurance companies, they rate you. They rate the water system, the
And then the
equipment, age of
miles
the
on
equipment,
it. Yeah,
all
yeah.
that.
It starts
It's
to
too old. You're gonna
maintenance.
You're going to pay more insurance.
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
Your liabilities.
You start getting leaks. You don't want that.
Make everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now what happens after 30 years?
Yeah.
They bid them. They put them out to bid. They sell them. Sometimes we donate them to cities in
Yeah.
Mexico, whatever. But this was auctioned off, and a person who bought it owned Orchard in Orange County. It was 1928, so we're 90.
The axe is ready to just pull out when they need to.
Oh, yeah.
All these brakes, probably hand brake, probably.
But this is
Looks
how you
like.
this is how you transfer the transmission from driving to pumping water.
Okay.
Once again, the same engine
Uh-huh.
that moves gives you the energy
Right.
to rotate the wheels through the transmission. You divert that. Now you're not rotating the wheels.
Right.
You're
Now it's the pumps.
water pump.
That's smart
It's
because you're not
better-
using it; it's sitting there,
Affirmative.
right? So you change it to the
We
other.
came up from hand pumping,
Right.
right, to steam.
Hand pumping to steam.
Nowadays,
Look at
nowadays,
these. These are
heart suction. These hoses are when you want to draft because the hydrant's not working.
Uh-huh.
You want to suck water up from the ground, whether it's a swimming pool or
Uh-huh.
you need a hard
Use hard
hose.
one. I see.
The soft hose like this hose here
won't work.
It'll collapse
Oh, I see.
because of the vacuum pressure, difference of pressure.
Right, right.
So you need a hard suction to draft water up.
So I have to show. This is Luis. Luis is amazing. He's giving us a tour of the whole place. And then I didn't get your name.
Dave Rathke.
Dave. I said I have to put him on camera because Dave was the firefighter who said at Universal Studios we need a Station 51. He sent in the request and they made it Station 51 because of him. So I mean,
Correct.
I have to give him.
Yep,
I have to give him that credit. Both of these guys are amazing. I was so lucky to come today and meet them. Oh, so cool. This is Bill. He's one of the first paramedics. Number which one?
10,
Number 10, paramedic.
and I was a technical advisor on the emergency.
You were an advisor on emergency?
That's what for real.
For real, right here. Look at this. So I'm with Legends right here. This is amazing. It's my honor to just be shown around and learn so much. A big thanks to all of my Patreon members, especially my Diamond and Platinum tier patrons. David D, Citizen Kane 359, Jerry D, Vito L, Sally N, Russ C, Kev, and Daniel B. If you want to be on this list or appear in the credits, make sure to look at the link in the description. Thanks.